Hello and welcome to SW News. Is your voter data safe with Election Commission? Is Election Commission sharing the voter details with central government agencies violating its own guidelines on data privacy? This video is very important because what we are going to talk about today is an incident which, if has even an iota of truth, can have serious ramification on our democracy. Your voter ID card. What are the details does it include? Your name, photo, date of birth, father's or husband's name, mother's name, your address, your date of birth, your age, etc. Now, what does the electoral roll look like? Here is what it looks like. You can see the picture on your screen. It has your photo, it has your name, it has your address, a number, your age, gender, etc. What will be your reaction if this listing of electoral rolls that enables you to vote, to take part in a democratic process, is used by the government agencies to determine your presence at a crime scene or where some incident has happened? If you are aware of data privacy, this question will spook you. If you are not aware of data privacy, it still concerns you. Why are we talking about this today? Because there are allegations that the Election Commission of India provided photos and addresses of voters from Northeast Delhi with the Delhi police in connection with the bloody riots in the month of February in Delhi. The communal riots saw many people being killed, houses set on fire, properties destroyed, residents rendered homeless, and many losing their loved ones and livelihoods. As per the reports, the Delhi police sought the digital electoral database of 3 districts in connection with its probe in the Delhi riots case. What was surprising? The request was an unusual one. Activist Saket Gokhale on Monday released a letter on his Twitter whereby the Delhi police sought the database in the month of March to match the photographs of voters in Shahadra, Northeast and East Delhi district with the photographs of culprits captured through CCTV and other video footages available with the officers investigating the riots. For this, the Delhi police approached the state chief electoral officer. But not only that, the Commissioner of Police of Delhi, S.N. Srivastava, had himself also written directly to the poll panel in the first week of March. Another report by Indian Express said that a similar request was sent to the Transport Department to match the driving license photos with that of rioters captured on videos and footages. Police wanted a soft copy of these records since they wanted to run it through a software to match the images. But a letter shared by Saket Gokhale shows that the Election Commission wrote to the Chief Electoral Officer of Delhi saying that the electoral data of entire assembly constituency or district should not be shared with the police authority in accordance with the Commission's prevailing policies and practices. So what are the guidelines exactly? According to the revised terms and conditions for sharing of electoral roll databases with the State Election Commission and other government departments, the government department that seeks the data can be provided series of the electoral rolls in PDF format without the image of electors. For sharing the roll databases along with the photographs of the electors to other government departments due to citizen privacy issues, special permission of the Election Commission of India will be taken case by case. It further specifies that the database is to be provided to the department only for the purpose indicated in their request letter. The full database of the state or union territory or district or assembly constituency need not be supplied. So there are 3 points that we listed here. So if the Election Commission had indeed refused to provide the electoral data of Northeast Delhi residents to police, then what was the problem? In the last line of the second paragraph of the same letter, the Election Commission asks the Chief Electoral Officer of Delhi to allow a physical in-office display of electoral rolls along with the pictures. On one hand, the same letter at the start says no sharing of electoral data with the police. On the other hand, the letter allows the physical displaying of data to police, that too with images of voters. What was the response from Election Commission of India after the allegations? The Election Commission, after the matter came out, indeed refused to share the data with the police. It said that the guidelines have been clearly laid out with the respect to sharing of electoral rolls with government agencies and the Commission has not deviated from the original guidelines. Also, it called the reports not based on empirical facts. It also said in its press release, it also needs to be stated that as far as criminal investigation by regulatory departments or enforcement agencies is concerned, it is under their own extant acts, rules and guidelines which in any case can be challenged in the honorable courts of law. In fact, the entire superstructure of the criminal justice system is erected on this. It is only when the model code of conduct is enforced that Election Commission invariably takes note of any such events or incidents which have the potential of disturbing and or disrupting the smooth conduct of the electoral process, and Election Commission of India does not interfere in the day-to-day function of the regulatory departments or enforcement agencies. However, if any political entity, individuals bring to the notice of the Commission any particular instance which has the potential of disturbing the electoral process, the Commission has the well-established mechanism of seeking inputs from the Chief Electoral Officers, General Observers, Police Observers, Expenditure Observers during this time, and necessary action is taken as per the reports of these functionaries. It further said that there have been many instances during the last Lok Sabha or Vidhan Sabha elections wherein very senior functionaries have been removed or they have been relocated from the senior most position in the state governments in such eventualities. Well, the Indian Express report says that since the Election Commission of India was very unwilling to give a soft copy, the Delhi police did not pursue the matter further, but the Transport Department did provide the police photographs and driving license. These were forwarded to the Crime Records Office, which ran them through a software to match them with the photographs of suspects. However, activist Saket Gokhale questioned whether voter list with photos being shared in other places too for building a facial recognition databases. But this is not the only shocking bit of the story. As per the document shared by Saket Gokhale, Union Home Minister Amit Shah inside the parliament accepted facial recognition system is being used to identify the culprits of Northeast Delhi riots while replying to questions. Any guess what did he say when he was asked where will this data come from? He said this data came from voter ID data, driving license data and the data available with the government. He said 1,100 people had already been identified at that point of time using the software, and also 300 who came from UP, they will be identified and data has been sought. But 7 days earlier, Minister of State for Home Affairs G. Kishan Reddy, when he was asked about the automated face recognition system, had said that it will use police records and will be accessible to law enforcement agencies. So the question is, who is telling the truth and who is lying? Election Commission says it did not share the data, but Home Minister in Lok Sabha said that voter ID data was used to feed in the software. So does that mean without the Election Commission permission, the police got hands on the electoral data? In that case, how did they get it? How did Election Commission of India not know about this? Was there a leak in the system? These questions must be answered. Or has the Election Commission of India given the data, but it is not admitting? It is important that Election Commission of India comes clean on the matter. The buck stops at this question. Who exactly is lying here? Did Election Commission of India lie or the Home Minister? Do let us know what you think in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.
If you like this video, please share it, and we would love to hear your comments in the comments section down here. Also, please do like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter to get minute-to-minute news updates. For more such shows and videos, well, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, Choose the language you prefer to get updates in and be up to date with the latest news.